everybody, it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. Today I am here with my October TBR. Let's jump right into it. First up, I want to talk about a couple of buddy reads that I have going on. So you guys know that on Twitter I often have breakdowns, page breakdowns, and I have 2 of those going on this month. I have a whole bunch of buddy reads, like actually throughout the month, but only 2 that are going to be public and for everybody to join in. The first of them is going to be Into the Drowning Deep by Myra Grant, which is also Shauna Maguire. So this one is going to be taking place on October 11th to the 17th, so we're going to do 7 days. It is on Twitter if you guys want to join us. I am really excited to get to this one. This one is a dark mermaid kind of a book, reality show where they go out looking for proof of mermaids and they find dark, deadly mermaids, I believe. That's kind of all I know. I know that it has a lot of scary deep water stuff. I was told that this would kind of creep me out. I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. You guys know I don't read dark. I don't read spooky. But October is the month for that, right? So this is like my 1 month where I try to get all of these books in and let myself just kind of feel all the fears. And then I can move on from there and go into like my high fantasy and my like cozy November and December reads. So this one's going to be happening October 11th to the 17th. You can check out my pinned tweet on Twitter if you want more details on this particular buddy read and you want to join us. We're going to be using the hashtag #BRDrowningDeep. And then we are going to be rereading this gorgeous book. This is The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw. You guys know this is one of my favorite books. I have it super crazy, beautifully tabbed and annotated. I'm going to actually reread this copy because I think it would be cool to reread it with my initial thoughts and annotate it a second time around. So this is going to be taking place on October 18th to the 21st. It'll be over a weekend, and this is a really fast read, so we're just doing 4 days. I think it could probably even be shorter than that. The first time I read it in 3 days, and I'm pretty sure I read ahead because you guys know me. But this one is about the Swan sisters who come back every June, I believe, and they are here for 1 month. They come back now every summer, and they inhabit the body of girls on Sparrow Island and bring boys to their drowning death. So they just, it's amazing. I love it so much. It's got serious witchy vibes. This is going to be perfect for October. If you have not read this, read it with us. If you have read it, feel free to reread it with us. And I'm very, very excited to say that when we were tweeting about possibly rereading this in October, Shay said that she would love for us to tweet her any questions as we read, and she was really stoked for the buddy read. She retweeted the buddy read page breakdown. So if you are interested in reading The Wicked Deep or rereading The Wicked Deep and having access to Shay through Twitter for any kind of questions about her book, now is the time to do it. I can't wait to reread this book. You guys know it's a fave. I've never reread it. I'm really looking forward to rereading that one. Then I am starting off my month with 2 buddy reads, but they are just personal buddy reads, although by all means, if you want to join us, you're more than welcome to. And that will be Daisy Jones and the Six, which is Taylor Jenkins Reid's new book. I have an arc of that. I'll be reading that with Melanie. I believe this is the cover. I'll be reading that with Mel from Mel to the Any, and anybody I have will be listed down below. I'll be reading this one with Rosie, Amber, and Allie, and then everybody else who wants to join in. And then this one I'm reading with Amber from Amber's Books and More, who is going to start doing content again. This is what I'm also reading on the 1st. This is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I've not read this, and I have pre-ordered Vengeful, so I really need to get to this. And this one is broken down into 5 days, I believe. I'll be reading this with Melanie and Amber, and I believe one other person. I don't know who they are, though. I'm looking forward to talking to them, though, in our little Twitter thread and hearing more about their thoughts as we read through this. I don't really know anything about this. I know that it's like a villain-ish story. I don't know anything. I do know that I like Victoria Schwab's writing or V.E. Schwab's writing. I know that I'm very excited about this. I'm excited for Vengeful, so I definitely need to jump on this so that I can read Vengeful when it shows up at my door. So that might also end up on this TBR, depending on how my month is going, because I have a whole other stack of books here, and then I will be participating in the Witchathon, which is the end of the month, and I will have a separate TBR for that. That is October 24th to the 31st is the Witchathon, and I will have a separate TBR for that. But for right now, that is happening. So these are my big 3 plus Daisy Jones buddy reads. Then I have a whole bunch of other books that I need to read or want to read. We're gonna save. I really want to get to Anna Dressed in Blood. I've been saving this specifically for October, and it's just been sitting for the longest time. This is actually like pretty cool. It's in like a maroon font as opposed to black. This is one of the traveling books that came back, and it is super annotated and written in, and everybody kind of put their thoughts in this, and I'm excited to see what I think about it. And then when I finish this, I actually have the follow-up, which is Girl of Nightmares. So I will most likely be reading Anna Dressed in Blood and then Girl of Nightmares. This one is not an annotated book, like a traveling book, just this one. So I'm going to read this, probably read the sequel, and read the two of these. There very well might be another book after this, but I'm going to at least read the two of these because I'm getting super crazy, like, Halloween-y vibes. Like, look at that crazy haunted house kind of a vibe for this one. And then this one, she's like beckoning you closer in like a sea of bloody lava. I don't even know, but I'm stoked for those. For sure be getting to, and that is a reread of Strange Grace because I will be annotating this for Andrea. I will most likely be annotating this at the same time I annotate my own copy because I really want to annotate mine as well. So I will be doing a reread and annotation of this, which is also another fantastic, amazing October read. It definitely has witchy, devil in the woods type of vibes, and I'm here for it. I love it, love it, love it. So I'm excited to reread that one and annotate that copy. Everything else is just kind of like, hey, I would like to get to these. One Dark Throne by Ken Dare Blake. It's like the month of Ken Dare Blake because both of these are Ken Dare Blake as well. But I did read Three Dark Crowns, really, really liked it, and I want to continue because I would like to be able to finish up this series. I think it's the third one already out. I think so, or it's coming out really, really soon. So I need to catch up and read this one. So at some point, I would like to get to this in the month of October. Then I have an ARC that was sent to me, and this was not sent to me by the publisher, so I didn't really feel like I had to read it before the publication date. It was sent to me by a friend after they had already read it, and this is Not Even Bones by Rebecca Schaefer. Dexter meets this savage song. She sells supernatural body parts on like a supernatural black market of some sorts. I could be here for it. We're gonna see how that one goes. Then I have, which I feel like I may not actually read because a couple people tried to pick this one up for their dark or spooky for Contemporary-thon and they really didn't like it. And that is The Merciless by Danielle Vega. And I've heard really, really mixed things about this. So I might just try it to see if it's something that I want to keep on my shelves. If not, I might just unhaul this one. But I need to at least see how I feel about it. So that one is one that I would like to at least look at. The Bone Witch by Rin Chapeko. And I've never read this. I've tried to read it in audiobook a couple times. I just don't know if it's the audiobook for me. But I am super, super interested in it. They're gorgeous books and I want to get into them. I have heard nothing but good things about them. I just have never picked this up before, so I need to pick that up. And then I thought I would also throw in Mudvayne by Taryn Fisher. This one was gifted to me by Mel from Mel to the Any. I know this is her favorite Taryn Fisher. I read one other Taryn Fisher so far, and I have this on my ebook and physical book, so I don't know which way I want to read it. But this one is about a girl who's behind an electrical fence, locked in a house in the middle of the snow, and she has no idea why she was taken. The kidnapper is nowhere to be found, and her survival is hanging by a thread. She soon realizes this is a game. Only the truth can set her free. Sounds terrifying. Like if I was kidnapped and I woke up behind an electrical fence in a house without, like, I'd lose my shit, first of all. So I'm really interested to see what this is all about. It sounds terrifying, so it sounds like it would be a great October read. We're gonna see if I get to it. Who really knows? Because again, we have the 24th to the 31st for the Witchathon, which is a whole separate TBR with 7 challenges, although I think I'm gonna be doubling up. We're gonna see how that goes. These 4 are going to be like optional. Let's see how I can make them work. If they work, who knows. These 4 I for sure want to get to. 8 potential books. And then these 4, or 3 plus Daisy Jones and the 6, are definitely happening because they're buddy reads. That's 12 books plus my TBR for Witchathon, which is the last week of October. means that I have a really, really ambitious TBR for October, considering I am burnt the heck out right now on reading and filming. So you're lucky you're getting me. It's the Tuesday after Contemporary-a-thon as I film this, and I did not want to film, guys. That is my extensive TBR. If you're interested in the buddy reads for The Wicked Deep or Into the Drowning Deep, then you can check out my Twitter. We will have the hashtags there. It's just BR Drowning Deep and BR Wicked Deep, BR for Buddy Read, and the page breakdowns are there. I'm really, really excited and a little bit nervous to get into these October reads. I am here for a little bit of spooky and witchy and dark and mysterious thriller type of books. I don't do it very often, so when I do decide to read this way, I kind of do like just falling into the mood and doing it all at once as opposed to spreading it out throughout the entirety of the year and putting them here and there. I prefer it this way. I have some other like book of the month-ish that are like spooky, so maybe those are going to find their way onto here. I don't really know. Like I said, I've been a mood reader lately. These are all things that I think fit the theme of my October mood, but who knows what I'm going to actually get to and what I'm not going to get to. Definitely stay tuned for my vlog style wrap-ups. But for right now, that is everything for my October TBR. Let me know if you've read any of these, which ones you highly recommend, which ones should I move to the top of my TBR, aside from the ones that are already set buddy reads with dates. Let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you in the comments down below. Until then, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye, guys.